I think I tend to push the fact that I'm sick in the back of my head. I don't like dealing with it. I think a lot of the time, I can't believe this is my life kind of crosses my mind, I guess. A lot of insecurity. Just start your day, it's not like I'm depressed. It's just, every day is, I don't know. I feel like the kidney disease defines me at this time in my life. Not having to work, not having any real structure in your life, everything is very scattered, so there's so much time to think. It's sad because I'm in my 30s and I have ambition inside of me. I want to have a job, I want to have a career right now, I want to have a family. I'm watching everyone around me get everything I want. I feel like I'm left at the start and they're at the finish line. I do kidney dialysis for 4 hours, 3 times a week. Once you start kidney dialysis, there's immediate changes in the way you live your life. As far as diet is concerned, as far as, you know, the amount of pills they want you to take. Everything is just the education of keeping your kidneys healthy. It's all tossed at you at once. Part of dialysis is I don't have urine output, so without being able to urinate, I retain a lot of fluid I drink. A dialysis patient can have up to 40 ounces of fluid a day. That's 2 venti Starbucks coffees. So part of dialysis is taking some of the fluid out because there's toxins and whatnot in there. And so you sit on this big scale and they weigh you. And sometimes I can be up to 8 pounds of fluid on a treatment, which is not a good day. You leave pretty weak. You sit in a chair and they implanted a fistula into my arm. The fistula helps take out the blood and put the blood back in so it can get cleansed in a machine that I call my artificial kidney. It's like Rosie from the Jetsons. This machine is keeping me living. Being on dialysis, it wipes you out. After my 4-hour treatment, I always say it's like running a marathon without actually having ran. Everything in my head is just turned off. I'm physically weak, and I know that I want to go home and crash, but I usually don't want to waste my day. I usually want to be out and enjoying my life. I hear that after maybe 5 or 10 years on dialysis is when people start to their bodies start to break down, they become emotionally weak. And I think that's when you start to give up. And I haven't given up. I'm pretty strong right now, but I don't ever want to experience that feeling of giving up. Not for my boyfriend, not for my family or friends. I have to fight through this. I have to fight through this. Right now I'm on the kidney transplant list and I am O blood. What I am seeking is another O blood. O blood is the universal donor. So if, say, a friend that was A blood needed a kidney, I could donate to anybody. I could donate to any blood type. But for me, since it's so rare, I actually have to get O blood in return in order to get a kidney, which actually makes it more difficult and takes longer for me to find a donor. I'm on the list for, they said, about 5 years.
I had thought about donating anonymously a couple years previously, but the person that I was dating at the time was like, "You're crazy, don't do this, what are you thinking, stop being crazy," and like essentially talked me out of it. And then Kyle came to my life, and then I found out that Kyle needed a kidney, and I was like, let me give you one.
Ashley and I had established our relationship, and behind my back, without me knowing, she was getting tested for her blood type. She was an O, so she was a match. And then I get a call one day and the nurse on the phone was like, we need to do blood labs for you. You have an anonymous donor. And I was like, because of the HIPAA law, they can't give you any more information. So I have this anonymous person who actually happens to be Ashley, my friend.
With our antibodies and proteins and stuff, we're as closely matched as siblings would be. So in terms of Kyle receiving a kidney from somebody, this is like a super ideal situation because the risk of rejection is so much lower.
I got a call to go down to my boyfriend's bar. And when I got down there, a lot of my friends were there, my boyfriend was bartending, and I noticed Ashley sitting there. It was just good to see all my friends in general that I haven't seen. So I hugged everybody. I sat next to Ashley, and all of a sudden I look over and she goes on to tell me that she's a perfect match.
And we're a match. She told me that we're as good of a match as siblings could be.
So what happens now?
Well, now I have to like do a bunch of tests and stuff, but yeah.
Oh my God.
That's hitting the jackpot of donors. You really can't ask for anything better than that. And I mean, I cried and it was very overwhelming.
It was a really beautiful moment, and I'm really glad that we got it on camera because now it's something that we can always look back at and like just relive that moment.
For once, I felt just such relief inside. I mean, there's still a part of me that has to protect myself because I've had people, bow out. Ashley, as being the donor to me, the ball's in her court still. And so she can cancel the transplant the day of if she decides not to follow through with it. So, of course, there's a little anxiety when it comes to that. But Ashley is the first person that's come forward that is the most genuine, and I trust her, and she's saving my life. So it was just emotional.
Everyone in high school has their dreams and hopes. He had his dreams and hopes, and he was diagnosed with this, and it was so abrupt, and it was nothing that no one ever plans for. He's lost himself in the last 5 years. So for him to regain those things and question himself and what does he really want to do? He hasn't really gotten that situation and opportunity yet. So it'll be nice to see him kind of grow from that and worry about what he really wants. Take care of those things he really wants to do.
What I want after is I want to finish school. I mean, I want what every 30-something probably wants. I want to evolve in my relationship with my partner, and I want a job. I want to make money. I want to socialize with people. I want to gain that confidence I lost. I kind of want to gain that Kyle I lost. The day I was diagnosed, I lost something about myself. I'm just not sure what, but I know that I'll probably get that back. I'll get that back.